Hi everyone, we're here with Shana Brady, Director of Training for Punk Rope, and we're going to talk about common mistakes that we see in new rope jumpers. And there are several we're going to go through, and we'll try to show you how to correct them as well. So, first thing that often happens is jumpers get a little bit anxious and they feel they need to jump a little too high to clear the rope, and at the same time they kick their heels back, which you're seeing right here with Shana flicking those heels up towards her butt. And that's just a reflex. They feel that that's going to help them clear the rope. Of course it really isn't. So just have to get them to slow it down a little bit, keep those jumps very, very low to the ground. The rope is only about 1/4 of an inch. You can see it right there. Second mistake, which we see more often in young children, we call this one the rocket launcher. And they bring those handles right up on top of their shoulders, they crouch down, they get ready to launch themselves into outer space, and they fling the rope forward and then try to jump towards it and catch up. And very difficult to do that, if not impossible. So for them, we're going to try to keep those elbows in, tight to the ribs, hands just above the waist, and teach them to turn with the wrist. Third mistake that we'll often see is bringing those elbows away from the ribs, which effectively shortens the rope, making it much more difficult to clear. You have to jump a lot higher. It's doable, but it'll lead to early fatigue. Fourth mistake is what we call the simultaneous turn and jump. There's no distinction between the turning motion and the jumping motion. They happen at exactly the same time, and the result is a rope right on your ankles, which doesn't feel too good. So we need to distinguish those two by turning first. There's the turn, then the jump. Turn, jump, turn, jump, turn, jump. And that'll solve that problem. And the last mistake we're going to talk about is called dropping the hands. So here the elbows start in the proper position, but as the rope comes overhead, the arms extend almost to being straight. That effectively lengthens the rope, and it hits the ground way in front of the jumper, drags, and catches their ankles. So here, again, we need to keep those elbows close to the ribs, but then we need to make sure that the hands stay in the proper position too. You can see that Shana's forearms are angled down a little bit, just a little bit, about 30 degrees, but not much more than that. So those are some common issues you're going to face. Hopefully we helped you to solve some of them, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.